One of the most nerve-wracking experiences that you can have while out walking your dog is an off-leash dog beelining its way towards you. You have to ask yourself a few questions. Is the dog fully trained? Are there owners around? How will your dog respond to this situation? These things are often overlooked by other owners because they understand their dog's aggression levels. What they don't understand is your dog's temperament. There are rules and precautions set in place to help make these encounters go by much more smoothly when you're out walking your dog. For starters, you should be aware of your situation, your surrounding area. Always be alert for other dogs and their owners. If a dog starts to wander too close to your vicinity with intent to engage, you should check your own dog's temperament. If it is fearful or stressed, you should probably try to de-escalate the situation by throwing treats over at the other dog in hopes that their owners will come and rescue you. That's just a tip for an immediate situation. The best course of action is to train your dog early on to be ready to go off-leash and to socialize in parks. This can be done fairly easily with basic commands. Sit, stay, heel, leave it. These commands offer a pretty good foundation for your own dog. Once you feel that your dog is well enough following commands, you can try the loose leash strategy, where you basically don't have a tight leash on your dog and you can walk around parks or around the neighborhood. And if your dog yanks, pulls, any sort of that kind of behavior, then your dog's not ready to be off the leash. The biggest issue here normally is getting your dog's attention. Your dog is much more interested in everything else around you. So try treats. Good encouragement to follow your command and listen to you. Another thing that you could do is go around enclosed areas like a backyard or a park, hopefully alone. And then you can have your dog off your leash and walk around, and hopefully the dog will listen to you more often. At that moment, it's best to throw challenges in your way. If you have a friend, allow them to bring their dog and see if they'll listen to you with that distraction. You'll have a good idea as if your dog is ready to be unleashed, if it listens to you through all the distractions, comes, heels, and stays, and isn't wanderlust. Wanderlust is essentially a fancy way of putting that your dog ignores you and would rather explore the surrounding area. Many people use parks to socialize their animals. If you're following leash laws correctly, and only letting your animal off leash when they are under full control, i.e. going back when they're listening to you through all distractions, then you might be ready or feel inclined to start meeting other dogs. At this point, you may be thinking that your dog has been trained, that you should have them off leash to meet any dog that they want to. Again, that's a mistake. A proper greeting should always be on leash, and it should always be with the consent of both parties. If both parties agree, then you should bring your dogs closer together, slowly at first. If they are feeling threatened or not wanting to be in that situation, then it's probably best to back off, try again another time. Let your dog cool it, enjoy the area around it by himself. However, if the dogs seem to kick it off, then it might be best for you all to walk as a group. Hopefully, your dog will not get dominant with the other dog and vice versa, and then they can grow a friendship or a bond. And if all goes well, your pup will have made a new friend at the park. It's a very good feeling to have your dog walking around leashless. I wouldn't know. My dog's not that well trained. She's very scared about any other dogs, and that's why I am for the leash laws. So, if you're like me and find it too difficult or troublesome to undergo these pet standards and have your dog listen to you completely and fully, then just do what I do and have the dog leashed to where it's safe for you, your dog, and everyone else around at the park. Thank you for your time. That's the end of my speech. Hope you learned something or take something away from this.